They were designed to be the best. They met enemies face to face, endured tragedies and enjoyed victories. They went down in history due to the bravery of their crews. They are the ships that deserve to be called naval legends.
Battleships, in accordance with the foregoing authority, I now direct the New Jersey be placed in commission.
Battleship New Jersey, the most decorated ship of the U.S. Navy. Naval battles in the beginning of the 20th century defined the evolution of warships for decades to come. The country that had the most battleship in its navy could be considered an invincible master of the seas. After World War I, the US and Japan started a true competition to build the most powerful fleet. By the end of the 1930s, US engineers designed a ship that was destined to end the era of battleships by becoming the best of them. In 1939, the General Council of the US Navy approved the project for a new battleship that was able to reach a speed of 33 knots. The New Jersey became the second ship of its class. Her construction started at a Philadelphia shipyard and progressed at an unprecedented rate. But after the attack on Pearl Harbor, it was accelerated tenfold. The battleship was launched on December 7, 1942, the first anniversary of this tragic event. Total displacement, 57,500 tons. Length, about 887 feet. Beam, 108 feet 3 inches. Draft, 36 feet 1 inch. Armament, primary armament, 9 Mark 7 guns in 3 triple turrets. Caliber, 16 inches. Dual-purpose artillery, 20 Mark 12 guns in 10 coaxial Mark 28 turret mounts. Caliber, 5 inches. Anti-aircraft artillery, 20 quadruple Bofors gun mounts. 49 0.8-inch Mark 2, 3, 4 Oerlikon autocannons. Air Group, 3 Vought OS-2U Kingfisher floatplanes. Armor, main belt, 12.1 inches. Primary armament turrets, up to 18.7 inches. Conning tower, up to 17.3 inches. Maximum speed, up to 32 knots. Range, 20,150 nautical miles.
The New Jersey and her still mothballed sister ships are the last survivors of that nearly extinct breed. In her heyday, the very strength of a nation was calculated by the number of its battleships. The largest, deadliest war machines man could build. 3 football fields long. 57,000 tons. Big, yet marvels of nautical engineering. They're fast and maneuverable by today's modern standards, and even more impressive considering they were built almost half a century ago. The battleship's traditional role? To fire 2,000-pound shells at enemy battleships, also built to take hit after hit, day after day, and keep on fighting. She steamed off to do exactly what she was built for. The New Jersey was Admiral Halsey's flagship at Leyte Gulf off the Philippines, where Japanese and American ships engaged each other in deadly combat on the high seas. Never again would such huge warships engage each other so directly. This battle closed a chapter in naval history. The battleship increasingly was relegated to less glamorous jobs, like softening up the beach before the amphibious assaults. On Iwo Jima and Okinawa. They also provided air defense for the new darling of the fleet, the carrier. They were tied up and virtually forgotten, left for rust to set in, a place for pigeons to roost, derelicts at the docks, relics of a bygone age. But its obituary was premature. With Vietnam a frustrating target of endless U.S. pounding, the Pentagon reactivated the New Jersey to blast Viet Cong positions in the jungles of Southeast Asia. The assignment didn't last long. Despite promises to the contrary from Washington, the New Jersey was again ordered decommissioned. 13 years in mothballs was the first to be spruced up, and soon her powerful guns once again pointed the way to sea. Today, as always, the battleship remains controversial among military strategists. But her critics and her admirers alike agree on one thing. The big, old, lumbering ladies of the sea are something extra special.
This great ship that has served her country for nearly half a century goes reluctantly to mothballs, remembering what her former commanding officers have said during each decommissioning. Rest well, yet sleep lightly, and hear the call, if again sounded, to provide firepower for freedom.